Sunak is poised to make history by becoming UK's first British Asian Prime Minister. Sunak, a British former Chancellor of the Exchequer, became almost certain winner after the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson pulled out of the race. Times Now contributor Danish is joining us live from London. Danish, there is a lot of excitement on what could be a victory for Rishi Sunak, but how is he placed now that Boris Johnson has pulled out of the race?
Certainly, he's in a very strong position now that Boris Johnson has pulled out of the race. He has, as of now, more than half of the Tory MPs supporting him. They have come out in his support, and 2 p.m. British time is when the MPs will sit together, and it will be seen whether Penny Mordaunt, the other contender, how many MPs has she got. If she also manages to muster over 100 MPs, that means that she will be in the race, and then the Tory MPs will decide between Rishi Sunak and Penny Mordaunt. Once that gets over, then it will be taken to the membership as well. There is still some time, but because of the fact that Rishi Sunak has got a huge wave of support, there is a likelihood that Penny Mordaunt might take the decision that she will not go forward. But we still have to wait for that. But certainly it's a significant step for Rishi Sunak in his bid to take 10 Downing Street and be the first Asian origin MP of the United Kingdom. As I said, he has got half the Tory MPs behind him, fully supporting. Penny Mordaunt is still in the race, so the Tory MPs will have to vote at 2 p.m. because till now Penny Mordaunt, as was expected, has not taken out herself from the race to be the UK Prime Minister. But several big Tory leaders have openly said that Rishi Sunak is the guy to be in 10 Downing Street because of the financial mess and the fact that he was the Chancellor and had a very good track record. That is what has got Rishi Sunak where he has reached. But for now, we still have to wait and see what happens at 2 p.m. UK time.
Okay, all right. But also, Danish, what is the kind of support that Rishi Sunak has? Like you mentioned, Penny Mordaunt also remains in the race. She said that she has not ruled herself out yet. What is the kind of support that Rishi Sunak has within the Tory MPs? Is 50% necessary, or is it going to be significant for his victory?
So as the elections stand, the order of the day was any MP, any contender has to get 100 MPs to be able to be in the race. Rishi Sunak was the first one to race past that 100 figure. Penny Mordaunt has still not reached the figure of 100, but there is a possibility that MPs might flock behind her. So there is a lot of undecided MPs who are not, as of now, in favor of going for Penny Mordaunt. But of course, there are many more MPs who have solidly come behind Rishi Sunak. I mean, we got a glimpse of it when there were talks that Boris Johnson is also eager to join the race. That's when several Tory grandees came out and said that Boris Johnson is not the candidate that Tory party needs at this stage. And that's when the support for Rishi Sunak really shot up. A lot of old members, William Hague, who was a former foreign secretary, and so many others came out and said that Boris Johnson cannot be the leader. Penny Mordaunt, remember, is very much part of the cabinet, so she is more legitimate candidate because Boris Johnson still faces a bevy of parliamentary inquiries, and a lot of allegations are still something that Boris Johnson faces. So Rishi Sunak, that's how came up as the main contender. A lot of current ministers have also come out in his support. We have Sajid Javid also, who said that Rishi Sunak is the guy. So a braver man who was until recently the Home Secretary has also said that her vote will go for Rishi Sunak. So the momentum is surely building up, but we have to wait till 2 p.m. UK time.
Okay, all right. So he has raced ahead of Penny Mordaunt. It could be a very significant, and of course, being Diwali, all the more special. We have to wait for just a few more hours for an official confirmation to coming in. Danish, thank you for joining us. And on that note, we're slipping into a short